Welcome back to the MediEvil remastered playthrough. I don't know what we're gonna call this. We're just gonna call it MediEvil 2019.
Honestly, considering the fact that we're literally this is literally only medieval commentary so far in our channel, we may as well just call it MediEvil.
Yeah, fair enough. So far on these videos, I've been titling MediEvil PS4 since that's the best I can describe it with. But yeah, the Hilltop Mausoleum. It's a rocky road, but exercise would do those old bones some good. So hop to it.
I will say out of the entire OST, this is honestly one of my favorites, especially with what they did in this version, where, well, before you do any sort of fighting, it's all very mellow.
Ominous. And we get to meet our adversary face to ugly face. Well, I mean, we're not much of a look ourselves.
I was about to say, ugly face to no face.
Also, even from the shackles of death, my old enemy pursues me. You're too late, Fortescue. Already my army has risen from the grave. You will never leave this necropolis.
He's so deviously melodramatic. He's so deviously melodramatic and old.
And the sad truth is, like, that's the last time we'll be seeing him until the very end of the game.
Well, yeah, his work here is done.
Yeah.
Now it's up to us to clean up his mess.
And you say face to face, we were all the way over here!
In fact, I love this joke about, like, considering how low he talks, it's like,
you're too late, Fortescue. Already my plan.
just have it cut to like a freaking like Kung Fu Panda 2, like you're too late for. And he's like, what?
what?
I would love that he was trying to shout at him. Not even if you were close enough to me, I couldn't understand what you were saying. Anyway. So yes, we have ourselves a bit of a Bob-on battlefield situation going on here.
Pretty much, yeah. Whereas instead of just random metallic balls coming down the hill, there's just a bunch of rocks that those mechanical-looking gargoyles up there are spitting out. Or not so much gargoyles; they're more like metallic hellhounds.
Over here. Look, a bomb.
Ooh, but it's a treasure chest. But that's what you meant by bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does deal damage to yourself, but hey, I did my best. Oh, cute little detail that Caddy noticed is whenever I kill somebody, if you ever see a purple thingy float out, that's their soul floating towards wherever the chalice is. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna have to. So it's a helpful little trick to find those. And as far as these boulders are concerned, the normal ones I can break with my shield for a lot of shield damage. The red fiery ones
are not.
They will just shunt me away.
Well, there's also the matter of fact that for this particular section, the game wants you to find a certain weapon which can be found around these hills.
Right here. Oh, by the way, the headless zombies suck. They're like linebackers.
Yeah, they hurt like a truck. Hurting like a truck. We have a club.
Is that a drumstick?
No, it's a club.
It looks like a drumstick, but no, it's a literal club.
Yeah. I could absolutely make the joke. No, Jordy, that's not a drumstick. We'll get that later.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, he's not bullshitting.
Actually, I want to ask, is this going to be a 100% run through?
Yes.
Just making sure.
Again, I will not be showing the bestiary, but yes, I will be going for everything I can in this game, because, again, the game's not terribly that long. Yeah. So the club is strong enough to break boulders.
But you have to be careful, because just like the shields, the club also has a percentage.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
which
you can see faintly.
The clubs also serve a secondary purpose, which Logan should be showing momentarily.
Well, later on, not now, but when I get inside this next area. But yes, the clubs being made of wood. Hang on. Well, I can say right now, the clubs being made of wood, they're quite flammable, which we'll have to make use of in the next room. This is a secret area. Because actually, if I really wanted to beat the level, I could just climb the hill and be done with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you'd have to come back anyway to take care of what's in here.
Yes, because this is where our chalice is, number one.
Because I'm actually before I say my thing.
Fresh air.
You're welcome.
We hate these dark old caves.
Which is why we live in these dark old caves.
It's not like I asked to be set up in one of these dank dark caves.
No, this used to be an old witch's coven. Well, it's probably good that we go poking around. Never know what we could find. Oh,
like a
excuse
bone.
me.
Like those things.
Yeah. I'm gonna be using the crossbow for some of these guys.
How the heck? Well, I was about to say, how
actually,
the heck they got in here, despite the fact that the spell was out there, is beyond me.
Well,
Not
no one,
cool,
for all we
actually.
know, the spell probably made its way into here, and Zarek blocked
I mean,
the entrance afterwards.
I mean, it made it into our mausoleum.
So they pretty much were able to find any corpses that were literally inside the witches' closets.
Yeah.
Witches and witchcraft enthusiasts.
Old closets that they forgot to
Would reach
unpack.
the height of its power only when all of their sacred flames were
Okay,
alight.
all the flames spew light.
Witches have been known to offer help to the quest
Aha.
of adventure.
So
Yet
I
they
need to look
are
for a mystic charm or a mystic talisman in this place once I light all the fires, and then I can perhaps summon the helpful witches of the world to potentially help me for a nominal fee. They'll be willing to help me out. I mean, it's
Not so
either
much
that
a
or the end of
fee,
the
but
world.
more like a request.
A favor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, that's usually how it goes. Like, do something for me, and I'll do something for you. That's usually how these mythical creatures tend to go.
Yeah.
That's a good indication
Something.
that a witch can be called upon.
Okay, I'm sorry. I want to go back a little bit. Like, when we were doing the
Aha.
whole banter thing earlier with Zarek and Fortescue not understanding each other, I wanted to
Yes.
say, Fortescue, I can't understand you.
We're free,
And suddenly you're on fire.
Yeah, fire hurts, fire hurts, fire hurts, fire hurts. The chalice can be collected.
Grab that
Where's the
grab that
chalice?
vial, quick.
Ow, ow, ow.
Quick.
That hurt.
Yeah.
There you go.
A lot of health. Ah, witch's talisman.
Ooh. That'll come
That'll
handy
be useful.
for two
And
occasions.
wowee! Got it.
Yes. I'm sorry.
head
That's
up
a
that hill.
nod to this comic that I dubbed twice called Boneheads, which, by the way, I do recommend you check out. It's made by Atomic Cat on Tumblr, and it's basically a crossover comic between fictional characters like
poor
Sir
shield.
Daniel, Jack Skellington, Manolo from Book of Life, and it's
Pretty much-
really well written and drawn.
Pretty much any famous fictional skeletons she happens to think of.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
basically.
need a better shield. Hang on, let's sit back down this way. And yes, I like here that the music kind of picks up a little bit in pace now that we're actually trying to
Thank you.
run our way up this hill.
Yeah.
Come on. What's in this one? Better shield or... And just
Better
another
shield.
one in case I... Whoa.
In case
In case you end up breaking another one through these boulders.
Yep,
Well, that's not
yep.
going to mean much
Get up,
because,
get up.
lo and behold, here we are. Ouch! Never mind.
Hang on! Hang on! I'm almost...
Jesus.
Will we get a promotion, Derek?
There!
No, more like a, well, basically they were forever fired.
They
Guys, we
committed
could have talked this
suicide.
out. Yeah, we could have talked this out, guys. Sheesh.
I mean, in most medieval cultures, if you fail your master, you have no choice but to commit suicide because it's a form of disgrace.
Yeah, just like that stupid
Yeah.
scene from Black Knight.
It's just something
yeah.
that I found out in history class, and the same applies to Japanese culture too. Like back when the
That's seppuku and stuff, right?
yeah.
Oh, just real quick, I
Back to
also
the Hall
want-
of Heroes.
Yeah, onto the Hall of Heroes. But something I wanted to say about those healing pools. Now that you have more than one health bar, whenever you stand in them, the healing pool can not only heal your current health bar, but also previous health bars as well.
Yes.
Heals up your
So
bonus.
basically, yeah, you can just keep filling on up as much as you want, and I may or may not, at times, abuse the fact that I can always go back into a level and respawn. Oh,
A true hero you will be.
hooray! And yeah, other than that, I don't know what that little flicker around our around Dan's head is in the upper left means. Chalices off the table.
Off
I want this table clean.
That's also a running gag. He knocks chalices off the tables.
'Cause of
I like doing it.
Take more than the army of the evil dead to throw your strides up.
Groovy.
Something that may help you on your quest, Captain. I give it to you freely, though I have no idea what it is.
They never know what it is.
It could just be a simple
It's like,
bag of gold,
well,
and
nice.
and they just not even know what it is. One thing that this game does change from the original is that in the original, you were actually given the choice if you wanted to accept whatever the heroes
Gift
gave
or
you or
not.
not, which was kind of stupid considering the fact that everything they give you is beneficial.
Yeah.
It's like in Mario Party when they still say, "Do you want a star? Do you want to win?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think I want to win."
Yeah.
Cool.
You know what? Maybe there's an instance where you have such a big star elite, you could say no just to be a jerk.
I would love that, except I'd always be afraid that I would miss out on that opportunity. And be careful of the Mausoleum Guardian. He's got a heart of glass. He's very sensitive.
Aw.
So,
Well, didn't
yeah,
we meet
actually-
a fine-looking dead fellow that was made of glass?
Not yet, no.
Not yet.
I'm referring to that one video we saw of the guy with the skeleton glass costume.
Oh, yeah, the cool groovy disco dude.
Yeah, that guy.
Man, that would be really sick. Whenever I think of a disco monster, I think of Powerpuff Girls, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Disco
Oh, yeah,
Monster,
the Boogeyman.
The Boogeyman.
Man.
Oh,
which
yeah.
I now realize was a play with Boogie. Wow.
Ah. But anyway, in the Hilltop Mausoleum, we are introduced to these little fuckers, the imps.
Yeah, be
They're
careful
n-
because they can actually steal weapons.
If they're holding something, you're fine. They're just kind of annoying. But yeah, if you ever see an imp that has nothing, that is a sticky-fingered imp, and they can literally just rob you blind.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
they,
cool.
they'll rob you of the good stuff that you get from the Hall of Heroes. And
Oh,
the worst part
cool.
is if
Oh,
they get
cool.
a... Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
nice.
But,
I was thinking, yeah, I was about to make a joke out of that, of James, about like, oh, cool, Link, you got the Master Sword. Mine.
Pretty much, yeah.
And
The
they'll run with
and
it.
the worst part is, if they actually get away with the item that they steal from you, you're gonna have to rebuy it from the merchant gargoyles for a hefty sum.
Like, real talk, in my first ever playthrough of this game, I did lose the bet, like the magic sword, and I had to pay 2,000 gold to get it back.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
So yeah,
Do not.
never lose your shit. Speaking of which,
Watch out for sticky-fingered imps. These thieves will strip you down to your
they're holding
armored
torches.
undies.
Yeah, so these ones aren't too bad.
Their stolen
I'm surprised
wares.
they bring that info up with these guys, and not so much the ones that don't have anything.
Let's break through here. Yeah, none of these are sticky-fingered imps, but I know there are some in this area. But also, as you're noticing, although we have a sword, a lot of these enemies to start off with are pretty tanky. Also, I love how they make stained glass look in this remake.
Ooh, yeah,
Yeah.
that looks very nice.
I think this is also a change from the original, because I don't think you were able to break the spiky glass with your sword.
Your sword?
I don't believe so.
Oh, that
No.
you needed the club. I guess that would explain why they gave you the club.
Right.
Get out of there! Alright, grab everything first.
You know another thing
before
about
grabbing the
all
room.
these imps are carrying torches. So are you sure it's just the ones that don't carry anything that steal your shit? Uh-oh, time to go!
I know in the other one. Oh, just
Uh-oh.
no dirt. I know in the other room opposite this one, which we will come back to once we get. Whew. Wow, that was a close one.
Can I just say, on my first playthrough, I was this dumbass and actually did try to break all the stone glass, thinking that they couldn't be they were impenetrable. So I literally had to jump through all of them. Boy, was that a big inconvenience for me when I started. Okay, here we go.
There's a sticky fingered up
sticky
there.
fingered
Oh,
imp.
no.
The ones doing the wave.
Yeah.
So definitely focus them. And or if you're going after them, fight them with a weapon you don't mind losing.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Honestly,
yeah.
I was kind of a paranoid fuck when I first played this game, because I thought any imp could steal your shit.
Ah, fair enough.
What if you fought them using Dan's arm?
Oh my god.
Luckily, they will never take your arm.
Oh, if
It's
I
there.
was gonna say,
It's there for a reason.
Or
Darn, I
imagine
wasn't-
if they do take it, but then they're like, yeah, and then they just throw it back at you.
oh, I was gonna say if that actually were possible hype, I would have gotten the Benny Hill theme ready.
That would have been a lot.
Jeez,
Ah,
speaking of
no!
which,
Oh boy.
no!
Come on,
Hurry!
get
Bunt.
that
Bunt.
back.
Bunt.
Oh, nearly had a heart attack there, Dan.
Yeah, no, because that would have been really bad to have to get the sword back. Even though spoilers, the sword doesn't even help us in the boss right now.
Not really, no, but even still, it's helpful to have in a pinch, especially against the imps. Oh, this
Oh,
poor
hello.
fella. He's
Who's
doomed.
that?
See what it-
Oh yeah, he's doomed to play the same old song for an eternity.
Longs to play a new tune.
Aw,
But
we need to
he
get him
seems
some sheet
doomed
music.
to repeat the same
Yeah.
cause of despair
He's just playing
over
chopsticks till he
and
re-dies.
Dies. I was about to finish your sentence by saying dies hype, then I realized that makes no sense.
By the way, I love how sad the merchant is if you just don't buy anything from him.
I'm sorry, I was just browsing.
Window shoppers.
Also, yes, the choir and stuff they get involved. Oh, jeez, how about you? Also, yes, the choir they get involved in this is great, and I think James, you were the one who got the big deluxe edition, right?
I did.
Because I did not get it, but I only now learned that the deluxe edition lets you watch the original recordings of this game because it's fully orchestrated.
Oh yeah, there's a handful of stuff you get from the deluxe edition, like a full-on sound app, which pretty much has a good handful of the songs from the game, as well as those pretty much watch the sessions.
You get to watch someone eat her lunch.
I was also just thinking about like.
You know,
But
I
I
can just imagine it right now. Like that freaking sheet of music was literally the one thing to keep the floor from completely collapsing on itself.
That is quite a structural instability.
No
This was
kidding.
also before.
But yeah, like there's
yeah,
the sound app, there's a concept art app, there's also, as we mentioned before, there was a prequel comic that prequel/sequel comic that was released to tie in with the game, even though I still think it's not. I don't think it's canon.
Yeah.
But otherwise, there you go, old buddy. Play to your heart's content.
There you go.
There's another one.
Yay! He can pass on to the next world.
Hooray!
I would have loved. I don't know why I'm dumb enough to think that it would have been really funny if instead he started. That's some pretty sick music.
Oh yeah, the entire song, the entire song actually does change once you give him the sheet music. This is
That's so cool. I was, yeah, to finish my dumb joke, I was thinking it'd be really dumb/silly if he just started playing the baseball theme instead.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Actually, for some reason, what I was thinking, because he would just play a random theme song from any PlayStation game at the time. Like, imagine him doing like a piano version of the Crash Bandicoot theme. You know that.
Oh yeah.
I think we heated that heart up a little too much.
Now we may challenge the demon. Which, by the way, why is there a religious mausoleum in a graveyard that just has a demon?
I don't know.
And everything's all demonic.
This is a weird world full of all sorts of wondrous creatures. I mean, spoiler warnings: you end up finding a Jabberwocky at one point that's only relegated to a cutscene.
Oh yeah. Yep. With that said, let's get ready. Well, actually, hang on. Properly equip myself
Come to
because
think of
this
it,
club's
yeah,
not
for
gonna
sure.
happen.
I'm kind of sad they never took the chance to actually make it a boss fight in this remake, but whatever.
I know.
All right,
for better or
glass
for worse.
demon.
Yep.
Show yourself.
The stained glass demon of the Mausoleum rise.
Oh my god, he looks so cool.
I am pretty. I mean, yeah. Jeez, yeah. Give this game. Yeah, definitely again giving this game A for effort and the originality with this.
And honestly, I'll also say this right now, Jory. Imagine this demon with its
boy.
back when it was like with PS1 graphics in mind.
It was very nice and technicolory and
there we
I
go.
need that heart.
You have to shoot the heart,
Shoot him in the heart.
because that's the gimmick. I was about to say that's the gimmick with this guy. He will only be vulnerable when he's about to attack.
Yeah. so-
Okay.
And be careful while on land because he has a number of attacks like jumping at you.
And if you don't have any projectiles for this fight, God help you.
You can throw your arm, but it's not going to do nearly enough damage.
Right. The arm, like your arm in this.
Whoa.
Oh, God damn it! I hate this attack.
Ow! I'm okay.
I mean, great that it doesn't hurt you, but it will stun you for a bit. But
Also, real quick, sorry. Whoa, jeez.
Whoa.
The alt fire of the crossbow. I know Caddy made a joke of. Oh, all it does is it makes you turn your hand gangster style. I think holding the alt fire of the crossbow makes you shoot a little faster too.
maybe. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case. Like you can fire
almost.
faster, but it's.
Shield.
I almost forgot
goodness.
that. I almost. Oh, that's right. Yeah, of course you use your shield to deflect from that.
But if you don't have it, you gotta tank it.
But
No, you're fine. You're fine.
But what was I about to say? Just again, Dan has an arm for a reason because it's primarily because of those sticky fingertips.
Done.
There you
Anything
go.
but your arm can be stolen, and that's never fun, especially when dealing with boss fights.
Nope. This is
Without a heart,
this,
he is nothing more but shattered glass.
this game is a battle of attrition, and you got to use everything that you have.
You know, I'm just thinking like Sir Dan pulls Shiz out of nowhere.
And now we jump out the window,
Like all noble heroes would. Yeah, let's head back. And yes,
and we
as you
fall,
notice,
and we fall right into the Hall of Heroes.
Hall of Heroes shopping mall. Bargain hunters should check out the ground floor.
right?
Oh.
Well-to-do shoppers should check out the upper floor. That's where it's at.
Ooh.
The only problem
And-
is
and
the upper floor is made completely hollow.
Unfortunately,
for the moment.
I don't read the book until it's too late. But yeah, those staircases until I talk to all the heroes down here will not let me go forward.
Ah, hey, big guy.
Fortescue, what's this I hear about that archcat Zarok still being alive? Thought you killed the fella.
I didn't.
Oh.
Never mind, you old warhorse. Better show him what's what, eh? I expect Johnny.
Yeah, Candy Tim and this guy don't really have any real grudge against her, damn. But wait till we meet some of the other folk.
Oh
A
yeah.
lot of them are just so ticked that we're the ones who get this huge mausoleum and this huge thing when they know the truth.
Smash anything and it won't fall apart.
Ooh, yes, this is our permanent upgrade to the club. Permanent upgrade in quotes, because, yes, this thing is strong enough and has an awesome area of effect attack, but it is not flammable.
Which, I mean, all things considered, the flammable Oak Club is honestly something you really only need for very specific occasions. Any other occasion, just bring out your hammer.
And Thor!
And pretty much became pretty much my go-to weapon for a good while.
Oh, one thing I did learn also through Caddy's video and elsewhere is that one other benefit to the club that you may not know unless you're in some battles, aka the dragon, but the club can also be swung much faster than the hammer can.
That's true, but even still, I think this thing just hits harder and has a few more options, and again, it never breaks.
Yes, also very good.
At
But,
worst, it can get stolen.
And yes, as you've noticed, unless there's like some flavor text I haven't shown, I will be doing my best to cut out any all loading stuff, just like with Crash 2 or whatever.
Which is fair, because the loading times in this game aren't usually too lengthy, but they can take a bit.
Well, yeah, everything.
Especially
every
for
second
repeat
counts.
trips.
Of course. Phew. So yeah, with that said, now we have collected everything we need to be able to push forward and escape the graveyard. Ooh. So join us in the next part as we join the land of the living.
Till next time, guys.
Bye-bye.